Is going on, everybody? It's your boy Soulfly Trades here, back with another banger. And in this video, I'm sorry that I was away for a week, but it's just been a lot of stuff going on. My car is in the shop. I was fixing it myself. If anything, anybody that knows about cars, I was doing my PCV valve on my Audi, and we put it back together and started it, and it's still leaking. So I just, I was like, forget it, take it to the shop. But me, I like to try to do things myself. You know what I mean? That way I have much more respect for anybody that I have working for me or doing things for me. I have much more respect for them because I tried it myself. And, it's not my forte or whatever. But yeah. And also I just want to show you guys, basically, since I passed my account challenge, I just want to show you guys proof. I was waiting on their certificate. Give me 1 second here so I could show you guys the certificate. Boom. Let's move myself out the way. Boom. Certificate of funding. The certificate is proudly presented to Denard Benford, 100K Rhythmic account, Apex Trading Funding. My boy Daryl Martin, CEO. I will be dropping a link in the description for you guys to check out Apex, prop trading firm, if you want to learn how to trade without using your own money at first. This is where I advise you start. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the real stuff here. Alrighty, so as you guys can see here, last week was just a simply downtrending. I'm on my 60-minute time frame. This is ES on my left side, NQ on my right side. ES is basically the S&P 500. NQ is basically the NASDAQ. Let's go to our weekly really quick. Yeah, so as you guys can see here on this weekly, we're bearish on the weekly chart, but we also did just hit, this area where buyers may still come in along this area, this neckline, I'd say. So I'd be very cautious. If I were to take puts, hold on, before we do that, let's go to our daily time frame. Yep, and we have a doji at the end of the trend, so which means we could be seeing a reverse to the upside. Could be this upcoming week, just for some slight relief. Some people might think it's overbought, might buy at this area. That's what I think will happen, but it doesn't matter what I think. I just take what the market gives me and trade accordingly. But yeah, let's move down to this 15-minute time frame. Yep, as you guys can see, I have a demand zone right here. And honestly, what I was looking to maybe do with this demand zone, give me 1 second. See if I have my I'm about to draw in another area of confluence that I see, because I drew it in previously, but I guess it didn't save. But we're going to make sure it saves now. And also this way you guys can see how I just quickly identify levels and mark them in. Because if you're good at noticing patterns and things like that, you're like, hey, I see price keeps reacting to this area right here. It's not that difficult to notice areas. The difficult part is to trade the areas that, you've marked in, because that's when your emotions come into play. I mean, I guess this could be a little small area right here, but, price touched in that area too a couple times, you know what I mean? So let's just bring this bad boy down. Yep, I like that right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the wicks. I'll make this orange just simply because I'm not, that level isn't as significant to me, or, I won't be as cautious at that level. So I mark it orange. My big levels that I think we'll have a nice move at is the green levels. And the blue ones I mark in during the day, maybe on my 15-minute or lower time frame, just to see price action and structure of price. Yeah, let's go to this 15-minute really quick. As you guys can see on this 15-minute, price is not, we fell below this area. Price fell below it with a lot of volume, as you guys can see. And it looks like buyers are having a hard time pushing back above this level. We did dip below this key level right here, and buyers bought it back up. That's why this green candlestick full of buyers I marked as a demand zone, because it looks like every time we fall, well, when we fall right there now, buyers just come back in and buy it up, buy it up, buy it up. So, you know, I had to mark that bad boy in. Honestly, what I'll be looking maybe for next week, come Monday, maybe a rejection off this level to take back down to this key level on ES. Simply because, like I said, on my daily time frame, I seen that doji at the end of the trend, the green doji, indicating buyers could be coming in this week. But like I said, I trade what the market gives me and nothing more, nothing less. Over to our right here, we have NQ. Let's go to our weekly time frame first. You always want to start on your big time frames to get the big overall picture of the week, how the week went. Then you want to go down to the daily. Then you want to, you know, whatever time frames you trade from there. But you always want to get that bigger picture from the bigger time frames because they hold more weight. And since the longer the candlestick takes to form, the more weight it holds. So that's why I like, for day trading, I like looking at my weekly and my daily. Not so much my monthly, but just my weekly and my daily. I mean, I will look at the monthly sometime, but I'm not swinging and everything for a month. So, you know, I don't really use it like that, but you guys can use it. It all depends on how you trade. But as you guys can see here, it looks like we might still have some room here on NQ to drop, honestly. Our weekly is bearish. Let's look at our daily. Our daily is bearish with this undecided candle right here. This candle is very undecided. Oh, no, it's red. A red doji. But anyway, usually dojis at the end of a, you know, long trend or anything could signal a trend change, especially because the sellers didn't, you know, this last day, the sellers didn't really take full control. But yeah, let's go down to our 15-minute here. Let's look at that hourly first. See what the hourly looks like. Yeah, so it looks like this little area right here. Looks like price is kind of rejecting this area. So I'll keep that marked in right now. I'll make that orange simply because I found it on the hourly time frame and not my daily or my weekly. Yeah. Let's break this down to the 15-minute now. Yep. Basically, what I might be looking for, honestly, is for price to come up and maybe reject it to take it back down. I anticipate maybe Monday we could have a little bit of chop, you know, the market trying to sort itself out for the direction that it wants to go to. So it may need a rest day. So I'll be very careful on the trades that I take, simply because I'm funded now. So I have to be very cautious. This is my job and I have to treat it as such. This isn't a game. Trading is a business and you want to treat it like a business. But just so you guys can see that I have the funded account, when you trade on the evaluation account, it won't say PA. It will just say Apex and whatever the name, you know, whatever the numbers are after. But this is my funded account. PA stands for prop account. So I am funded. This 100K, let's just show more proof on my Rithmic account. Here's my Rithmic. I just want to show you guys that I am funded. Count balance 100,000. You know, $3,000 trailing threshold, which is not a problem at all because I won't be taking degenerate trades and I won't be going back and forth, back and forth. You know, this is my job. I have to treat it as such. But yeah, so there's proof that I did pass the challenge account and I'm not BSing, and that I do have the funded account, because I would never lie to you guys. You know, I want you guys to be successful in life. I want you guys, you know, to be motivated in what you do, whether it's trading or not. You know, if you stay consistent, even when times are hard, you know, things will pan out in your direction. And me, I believe in God, and he has a lot to do with what I do in my life, and I couldn't do half of it without him. So I just want to make that one known too. But yeah. So I really appreciate everybody. And I mean everybody, all 109 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. I started this channel in February, and I just like putting out knowledge. I was just like, you know what? I don't know everything in trading, but I know enough to where I can help someone start, or I can help someone, get a better view of the market. And that's what I'm doing. In the beginning, I will admit, I was a little nervous making videos. I thought I wasn't good enough. Some days when I had bad days, I'd be scared to show it, because in my mind, I'm like, oh, that means I'm not doing good. That means I'm not doing good. But that's the opposite. You have to fail in order to learn. You don't lose, you don't win. I'm sorry. Let me slow down. You don't learn anything from winning all the time. And it's just the truth. I'm just be honest with you guys. It's just the truth. If you think you're going to have 100% strategy, you're wrong. And this isn't the business for you. Professional traders on Wall Street, have 30% strategies, 30% win rate strategies, or 50%. But it's just the fact that on those 30% that they are right, they make a lot of money, because on the trades that they are wrong, they know what they will lose, and they aren't risking too much of their portfolio. They have what's called risk management, and that's what you guys need to implement. But as for me and my trading, what I do on futures right now is I get in when I see my trade only by one contract, whether that's ES, NQ, micros, mini, it doesn't matter. One contract. As soon as I'm up by 15 or 17 ticks, that's when I will add into my trade, because I'm well in profit, and then I just move my stop loss in profit. And my trade becomes risk-free after that. So that's how I pass my challenge account in the first day. You just can't really leave anything up to chance. You have to systematically do everything within trading systematically. You want a system with everything you do. You don't want to leave anything to chance, because that's when your heart will start racing, and you're like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? And when you notice that, you have to take a step back. So I advise also anyone who is starting to trade, set a 15-minute timer on your phone, so when it goes off, to analyze your mental, because sometimes while we're trading, we forget to analyze how we feel. So I suggest you just set that 15-minute timer. When it goes off, stop looking at the screen if you're not in the trade, and, ask yourself, how am I feeling? Am I too anxious right now? Am I too nervous? Am I about to get a little bit aggressive because I've been waiting to trade for so long and my opportunity isn't here, but I think I see another opportunity? But, that's just how the life of trading, and I love it personally. I love it because nothing is ever the same, I could never go to a job and just work at a job my whole life. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. We need those people. But as for me, that's just not for me. My heart wasn't in those places. But my heart is in this market. I can tell you that. But yeah, other than that, that's basically what I'm looking for in ES and NQ. Basically basic levels. I'll go over it one more time. I'll be looking for rejections at this 43.90 area, maybe to take down to 43.70. That's about a 30 pip, 30 tick, 30 pip, whatever you want to call it, move. And maybe even call options to the upside, But if we do fall below here, I'll wait for some confirmation and maybe a retest of this level to take it down to these lows right here. Where is that? It's about another 25 pips around. That's pretty good. Same thing with NQ, just using basic, support, resistance, supply and demand. If we get up around this area right here, this 14,790 area, you're looking for rejects down to this key level right here. This actually be very juicy if this was to play out on NQ. This would pay a lot, so I will be looking at that. But yeah, like I said, trade smart, trade safe, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.